The very air in Courtroom 4B, usually thick with the theatrical drama of justice, now carried the chilling scent of death and betrayal. For 3 decades, this space had been Arthur Vance's domain, a stage where his silver tongue had sculpted acquittals from the most condemned of cases. A brilliant tactician, his reputation for integrity was as unblemished as his flawless record. Until last night. At precisely 10:15 p.m., the city's legal elite shattered. District Attorney Thomas Sterling, Vance's fierce rival, and the man prosecuting the infamous trial of the century, was found dead in his private judicial chambers, suffocated by a silk tie, his safe plundered of crucial evidence. Sterling lay lifeless, and sitting there, hands stained with carbon ink, eyes wide with a shock that mirrored the very soul of the city, was Arthur Vance himself. The courthouse, locked down, cameras bypassed, spoke of a meticulous design. Was this the audacious act of a legal maestro, finally believing himself above the law, or the cruelest of frames? The truth, as we would soon discover, was far more intricate and devastating than any courtroom drama. The initial shock quickly gave way to a calculated dissection of motives, peeling back the polished veneer of the city's legal fraternity. Arthur Vance, despite his legendary composure, couldn't account for his phone's location, and the unique safe ink on his fingers was damning. He claimed an anonymous summons, a frantic plea from Sterling, led him to the gruesome scene. Yet the whispers of his estranged daughter, secretly blackmailed by the cartel, suggested a desperate motive to seize that missing ledger, a father's ultimate sacrifice. Then there was Raymond Vance, Arthur's younger brother, eternally overshadowed, a man burdened by crippling gambling debts. Raymond, who controlled the firm's finances, had recently been caught leaking client details. Framing Arthur would mean total control, a clean slate. His alibi of working late across town seemed solid, until the cold digital pulse of a card key log revealed his old administrative pass entering the courthouse basement at 9:45 p.m. And Judge Evelyn Thorne, presiding over the cartel case, her ascent to the Supreme Court now threatened by rumors of her own name in that very ledger. Her furious argument with Sterling at 9:15 p.m., just before her alleged departure for a gala, painted a picture of a woman fighting for her professional life. Each player held a secret, a plausible reason, a meticulously crafted lie. The investigation then plunged into the digital shadows, where the cold, hard logic of data began to dismantle the elaborate deceits. Arthur Vance's anonymous summons, initially dismissed as a convenient fabrication, revealed a hidden truth. On its reverse, a faint sequence, 16, 15, 19, 20, punched into the fibers by an archaic typewriter, translated to post, an internal courier route, a specific detail that pointed not to a random lure, but a deliberate setup. Simultaneously, the security cameras on the 5th floor, the very artery of the executive suites, had been bypassed between 10:10 p.m. and 10:20 p.m. using a master administrative login passcode. The safe log matrix, a cold digital arbiter of truth, revealed 3 distinct administrative keys had accessed the restricted records wing just prior to the crime. Raymond's card key, the master pass, registered at 9:45 p.m. Then, Judge Thorne, using the bypass node, at 10 p.m. And finally, Arthur Vance's own admin key at 10:15 p.m., just as he claimed to have found the body. The precise timing, revealed by unfeeling machines, began to unravel the carefully constructed alibis, hinting at a meticulously choreographed sequence of events. As the digital breadcrumbs solidified, physical evidence began to tell its own story, painting a chilling portrait of calculated malevolence. The murder weapon itself, a heavy silk necktie, bore a subtle crest, the distinctive mark of a private tailor used exclusively by the Vance family. This detail, initially damning for Arthur, now whispered of a deeper, more insidious connection. Then, the ink on Arthur's fingers, a seemingly open and shut case of tampering with the safe. Yet forensic analysis proved it was carbon residue from a leaky ink ribbon cartridge deliberately left in the court transcriber's room, a diversionary tactic. And in that same room, a log sheet revealed frantic scribbles, names crossed out and reconfigured into defensive scrambles: BHAMERE, TICDEV, RIBBON. Unscrambled, they revealed chamber, dictum, ribbon, the very locations and tools used to prepare the deadly trap. Most critically, the looted wall safe yielded its own secret. Its mechanical lock system, when decoded through a mathematical pattern, 3, 7, 16, 32, 57, then 93, confirmed the vault had been forced open at 10:08 p.m. This crucial detail placed the breach a full 7 minutes before Arthur Vance ever set foot in that blood-soaked chamber, definitively exonerating him from the immediate act of theft and framing him as a victim of circumstance. The final, devastating revelation emerged from the humblest of places: a torn strip of carbon paper found in the transcriber's trash. Held to the light, a hidden message, typed backward, emerged from the wax. Read from right to left, the words coalesced into a chilling confession. Completed is my brother, framing. I have contacted the leader alone. The architect of this intricate, soul-crushing betrayal was, without a shadow of a doubt, Raymond Vance. Driven by a corrosive cocktail of envy and crippling debt, Raymond had executed the murder at 10:05 p.m., skillfully popping the safe at 10:08 p.m. and staging the scene to ensnare his legendary brother. His most cruel manipulation? Tricking Arthur's own daughter into procuring the paralytic drug, lying that it was a mild sedative to protect her father from a cartel hit. As dawn broke, Arthur Vance was exonerated, his name cleared of murder. But the victory tasted like ash. Raymond faced a life in prison, and Arthur's unwitting daughter, an accomplice in her father's undoing, was also arrested. The city's greatest defender, Arthur Vance, was left vindicated but utterly, irrevocably broken. A legend, undone by the blood of his own kin, his legacy stained by a betrayal that would haunt him until his final breath.